How can Leeds United save their season? And if reports are correct, how can Daniel Farke save his job? We're going to talk about what needs to happen, what needs to change in order to get Leeds United back to the Premier League. Let's get into this. All right, guys, what's going on? My name is Ollie Ward. Welcome back to the Ollie Ward channel. Hope you've all had a great day and you're ready for the latest Ollie Ward upload. Before we do get into it, be sure to smash, just go for 250 likes. The support recently has been absolutely brilliant. It's funny, I upload, you guys watch. It's funny when you're consistent, Ollie. Also subscribe if you're new. We're around 40 subscribers away from 19.7. We haven't hit 19,700 subscribers yet, so it would mean the world if you could subscribe. Really does help me out. And get your comments in. How would you change Leeds United to make sure the last sort of 7 games are just easy for Leeds United? Sort of just, we don't have to worry about it. Not the normal Leeds United fashion. We just win 7. Simple as that. How would you change it? But yeah, basically, I just wanted to talk to you guys today because there is reports suggesting that Daniel Farke might not be safe in his job, even if Leeds United get promoted, which, you know, is understandable with sort of the decisions he's made over the last few weeks. And we've been in this position before this time last year. But I want to go over my personal things that need doing for this Leeds United side if we do want to get promoted back to the Premier League. Obviously, currently, as recording, Leeds United sit in second, Sheffield United in first with 2 points off them. They're on 83, we're on 81, and Burnley in third are on 81. Obviously, there's been a lot of negativity around Leeds United, around Leeds United's social media, around neutral fans saying Leeds United are falling apart again. You know, Illan Meslier's getting it in the neck as well. It's understandable from all angles. You know, we're frustrated, but, you know, we need to now think not on the past. We need to think, how are we going to change this? How are we going to change the script of last year and our recent history of April and the run-in of the end of the season and change it? And I'm just going to have a few ideas what I think we need to do, because let's look at the positives first. We've had a good season. We've had a very, very good season. And if you take out small errors, individual errors, Leeds United would be easily at the the top of the league right now. And I think that's being, quite reasonable. I think a lot of it is maybe to look at the goalkeeper. Let's be completely honest. We have to look at Illan Meslier when it comes to, personal errors and drop points. You do. But positively, we've had a good season. We've won 7-0. We've beaten Sheffield United. We've doubled Sheffield United. We've beaten Sunderland. We've had a lot of late drama. We've had a lot of dominant performances. And this team is definitely good and good enough to get out of the Championship, and it should be playing Premier League football next year. That's why Daniel Farke was so confident after the Swansea draw that he's 100% convinced that this team will play in the Premier League. But Daniel, you need to change a few things. Just little things like Solomon played 2 90-minute matches for Israel during the international break, and he starts him again against Swansea when Ramazani's there, not even getting a look in. I believe Willy Gnonto and Ramazani have played 27 games together this year. Not together on the pitch, but like all together. And Ramazani's played 7 of them, started 7 of them, which is not good enough for, a winger that came into this club that we thought he was going to sort of break into this team and be brilliant. Yes, he hasn't always taken his chances, especially if you look at the Harrogate game. But again, look, Harrogate game, he scored. I don't think he was necessarily brilliant in that game. And Solomon has had decent form the last sort of 4 or 5 weeks, though he's been terrible. So again, if we're looking at squad depth, Daniel Farke needs to use his squad. He's got the best squad in the division. We've got the best bench in the division. Gnonto and Ramazani are just examples of, look at what we've got. Them two get into most team, well, pretty much every other team in the Championship this year. So we need to use them. I think what Daniel Farke does quite a lot. He done it with his Norwich side. He done it, last year with the Leeds United side. He burns out the 11 or maybe 12, including like Gruev and Rothwell who swap out. But he burns them out completely. Sorry. And he doesn't give enough time for the likes of Gnonto and Ramazani to play. When if fans can see it, it's crazy, because if you look at someone like Brendan Aronson right now, he's contributed the same amount as Willy Gnonto has, and Willy Gnonto's played something like 1,200 minutes less than Brendan Aronson, and they've both got similar goals and assists for the season. And I don't know how that's defendable. He needs to use his squad. Best squad in the division. Needs to use it. Another thing he needs to do is drop Illan Meslier. Let's be completely honest, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't a slate at Illan Meslier. I know the last few videos I've been slating Illan Meslier, but now it's like, get him out the firing line, put Darlow in for the last 7 games. You have to. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat. I don't know if you could tell. He needs to get him out the firing line. he cannot keep Illan Meslier in goal. The confidence is shone from the goalkeeper, the confidence of the team. You know, the Don't Go to Bed Just Yet podcast said, why doesn't Ethan Ampadu and Daniel Farke sit down and talk and say, do they even trust Illan Meslier in goal anymore? Surely you can't. As a player, you defend all game for then, your goalkeeper to make individual errors. And he's cost Leeds United so much. The stats don't lie this year with Illan Meslier. He clearly isn't good enough. So Daniel Farke needs to use his squad. He needs to drop Illan Meslier. And one thing that really annoys me with this Leeds United side is the naive and arrogant sort of approach Leeds United take to games. The Swansea, the QPR. It's fine when you're up for the Sheffield United and Sunderland games. But when you're not up for these sort of lower teams who've got the easiest run in, that's when sloppiness comes in. Naivety. You score the first goal. Swansea, QPR, they want to beat Leeds. Every team wants to beat Leeds. We need to be our A game, and this Luton game is tough. And I even a lot of the content creators and fans that are normally the most positive are even thinking this Luton game is going to be one of the most difficult games of the season now. They're going to be in and around the relegation zone. They've started plucking up some form the last few weeks. This run-in, the last 7 games on paper, 4 weeks ago, looked nice. Now it looks difficult. And I even said weeks ago, I would have maybe preferred Leeds United to have the Sheffield Uniteds and the Burnleys and Sunderlands in there because Leeds United seem to be up for the big games. We were last year against Leicester. We were, we doubled Leicester last year. We doubled Ipswich last year. Obviously, we struggled quite a lot against Southampton last year, even obviously in the playoff final as well. But I think there's a naive approach to this Leeds United side. And obviously, Daniel Farke coming out and saying in the press conference, well, I'm 100% convinced we're going to be a Premier League side. That's not the right sort of thing to say, Daniel. So the 3 things I need to change in order to see this Leeds United side, because we don't need massive changes with this team. We're sitting second. We're on 81 points, and we've had a fantastic season. Let's not lose it now. You need to get rid of Illan Meslier. You need to put Karl Darlow in. You need to use your squad. Ramazani and Gnonto need to start. Solomon and Aronson need to be benched. And you need to stop being so naive and arrogant. Every game's a cup final now. What would you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new, sorry. And I'm going to sort my throat out because I'm absolutely gasping for some water right now. I've been Ollie Ward, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheery. Oh.